Lalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat niyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo. Ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, sumbe, sibay, lakay, amiga. Sama-samang pakita, ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play is presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Power and Play. Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Pilipinas tayo na! Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na! Bangon na! Bangon na! Power and Play na! Bangon na!
Carlos Yulo with 2 gold medals.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Sabi nila po, mahirap daw hanapin ang susi ng tagumpay pagdating sa palakasan, the formula of success in sports. Well, sa likod po ng pagkapanalo ng Gilas Pilipinas noong Huwebes, nahanap na kaya ng Gilas ang formula for success sa kanilang mga laro? Pag-uusapan po natin ngayong umaga yan sa inyong paboritong kasalo. Uy, bango na! Power and Play na! Kumusta po kayo lahat mga kapatid? Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Wala po sa aming 1PH Studios dito sa TV5 Media Center. Ito po ang Power and Play. At binabati po namin lahat ng mga nakikinig sa ating True TV Network. And of course, 105.9 True FM. Kasama na rin po of course ang 1PH Signal TV. At sa lahat po ng mga nanonood sa Facebook Live ng Power and Play, True TV at ng 105.9 at lahat po ng mga nakatutok pa sa iba't ibang mga platforms. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat kung saan man dako kayo ng mundo naroroon at saan mang kung anumang oras kayo nanonood. Naku November 23 na po. Ilang araw na lang Santi 27 days? 32 days na lang aba, Pasko na mga kapatid. Merry Christmas na naman. Kaya para po makumpleto ang ating pagbati sa inyong lahat, syempre kasama ko po ang aking partner. Walang iba kundi the man for all seasons, si Jera Season. Magandang umaga, partner.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas season. Napakagandang umaga po ngayon at tulad ng sinasabi ni partner Noli, yung simoy ng hangin.
Ang sarap.
Ang sarap ng simoy ng hangin dahil kitang-kita natin, ramdam natin ang hanging amihan.
Talaga.
At ang kinagandahan pa ng araw ngayon ay yung pagkapanalo ng Pilipinas laban sa New Zealand.
Oo. Makasaysayan, partner. Makasaysayan panalo, of course, ang nagawa ng Gilas Pilipinas sa pamumuno ni Coach Tim Cone and hindi pa natin natatalo ang New Zealand.
Yeah.
Finally, after 4 meetings, nagwagi na rin tayo. Ako, meron tayong imbitasyon manood doon. Yun lang talagang napakahirap nung panahon na yung pumunta doon. Pero nanood tayo sa TV, partner, at talaga namang nakakatuwa panoorin ng TV.
Nakakatuwa. At saka mas lalo na yung nag-run silang sunod-sunod na consecutive scores.
Oo.
Talaga naghiyawan ng mga tao doon.
Lalo na yung mga pasahan, yung mga fast break.
Yeah.
Well, mga kaibigan, sabi nga natin ito na kaya ang formula ng success. Kasi alam mo, nakausap ko si Tim Cone. Few weeks ago sa isang golf tournament. At sinabi niya sa akin, alam mo, hindi ko na kayang bumuo ng malaking pool. Alam mo kung bakit, sabi niya? Kasi ayoko nang magturo ng sistema ko. Gusto ko pagpunta nila sa loob ng aking koponan, sa loob ng Gilas, alam na nila, kabisado na nila ang sistema. He does not want to teach the system anymore to the incoming players. Kaya, maliit lang. Small pool lang yung Gilas Pilipinas ngayon, partner. And it seems like it's working dahil nakita natin na 2 linggo lang yan na paghahanda ng Gilas after the PBA Finals. Ang ganda ng kanilang coordination, yung pasahan, yung pasok ng tao, very, very fluid.
Oo, tsaka makita mo yung talagang maganda yung samahan nila na yung dati nagsisikuhan sa PBA, nagkakapan.
Sila yung nagpasahan.
Nagkakapan sila yung nakashoot.
Nakakato. Si Scotty at si Chris Newsom, of course,
Newsom,
ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. And talagang yung galaw, yung depensa, lalong-lalo na po dun sa second half. Well, yan po lahat ng yan ay ating pag-uusapan mamaya-maya. Another, of course, formula for success na ating pong pinag-uusapan ay ang SBP program. Ito na kaya ang panibagong era na ang ating pong bansa ay tataas sa ranggo sa mundo ng basketball. And again, mamaya po makakasama natin ang Executive Director ng SBP, si Atty. Erika Dy. And later on, pag-uusapan po rin natin ang mahalagang kaganapan this month, partner. Ang parating na po na Philippine Olympic Committee elections.
Okay, actually partner, di ba, na gines na natin dito yung isa sa mga gustong lumaban as POC president. Si former PBA player Chito Loizaga.
Correct.
At binigay niya yung kanyang plataforma. Sana naman, well, we're trying to reach out with
President Bumble
Tolentino. Mukhang nasa abroad yata.
Mukhang hindi pa pwede. We did reach out to him. Pero ngayon po ang ating po makakapanaya mamaya para ilatag kung ano ba ang rules ng eleksyon na to. Ika nga, the formula for the proper elections.
Yes. Parang COMELEC nila.
Dapat ito ay Independent Electoral Commission ng POC, mga kapatid. Walang iba po kundi ang namumuno sa kanila si Atty. Teodoro Alejandro Kalaw IV. Mamaya po ay ating makakapanayam siya. Straight from Hong Kong to, kaya medyo pagod pa. Pero siya po ay magpapaunlak maya-maya. Pero siyempre, sa simula ng ating palatuntunan, mga kapatid, ipag-usapan natin ang pinakamainit na topic sa mundo ng palakasan sa What's the Score? History para sa Gilas. Yan po ang pinag-uusapan namin ni partner Jera. At ito po ay patungkol sa pagkapanalo ng Gilas Pilipinas kontra New Zealand Tall Blacks. Sa kanilang sa pinakaunang pagkakataon, tinalo ng Pilipinas ang New Zealand sa isang FIBA tournament. Alam niyo po, ang New Zealand, hindi to pipitsugin. Number
naman.
22 in the world. They once upon a time, pumasok yan sa semifinals, I believe, ng World Championship. So, sa likod yan ng 93-89 win ng national team sa FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers noon pong Huwebes ng gabi sa Mall of Asia Arena. Nanguna para sa Gilas si Kai Sotto na may 19 points, 10 rebounds at 7 assists. Pambihira talaga. And of course, Justin Brownlee led the scoring. Andun yung kanilang Scottie Thompson at Chris Newsom sa backcourt. Kasama si Dwight Ramos, Junmar Fajardo, Calvin Oftana at marami pa na tumulong sa koponan na yan. Kaya po ang tanong natin ngayong linggo, anong ibig sabihin para sa present at future ng Gilas ang monumental win kontra Tall Blacks? At nahanap na kaya ang formula for success? Pambihira, partner. And we're very excited dahil ngayong araw pong ito, ang ating makakasama sa WTS ay ang dating Gilas head coach, of course, the original Gilas, Mark Gilas, head coach na ngayon po ay a consultant to so many teams here in the country. Of course, a former Olympian dahil siya po ang nag-coach ng Iran national team doon sa Beijing Olympics, and of course an international coach, a well-known international coach, no other than Coach Rajko Toroman. Good morning, Coach Rajko.
Good morning, Loli. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Coach Rajko.
Coach Rajko, I'm with Jera.
Yes.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm sure, knowing you, I'm sure you were all eyes and paying attention to the game of Gilas last Thursday. So let me begin with that. What impressed you the most, Coach, in that game against New Zealand?
First of all, it was very exciting game. You know, it was very exciting to watch. Two good teams. You know, we cannot forget that New Zealand was in the semifinal of the World Cup 2002. That's a great basketball nation, and Gilas had a really big opponent. And I was when I was watching the game, I was thinking that Gilas reached a really high level of playing. You know, because they show in Latvia that they can be competitive with some big European teams. What was never happened before. That means that Gilas start to be very, very respectable country. The problem before, you remember, Noli, was always we were talking about the size. Now, I think that the size is not a problem.
Oh yeah.
With Kai Sotto, with Junmar Fajardo, with Japet Aguilar, Brownlee, you know, they killed New Zealand in rebounding. They are 44-31, 13 rebounds more. I think that was plus turnovers. That was the crucial deciding the game. You were talking about the formula. Formula is really what you said. System, and to keep this team as long as possible. You know, that's in the first windows. I think 11 players were playing 2 days ago. Maybe Malonzo and Amos, they change each other, but it's a mix of experienced player and new guys who are coming, like Oftana, like Kevin Kumbao, and that's a good formula. Keep the coach, keep the system, and continue the way how they start to play. And,
Rajko, before I pass it to Jera, I want to just get a feel of this New Zealand team because we don't really know too much. Of course, we know some players there in New Zealand, Corey Webster, Vodanovic. Was this the strongest New Zealand team that they can field, or are there still other players that we can expect in the FIBA Asia Cup?
That's the one question. I also am not so familiar with New Zealand team, but knowing that I'm going to to talk with you, I spoke with yesterday. We had a friendly game against Meralco with Nenad Vucinic, and I asked him, Nenad, because he knew everything about New Zealand. He was the head coach of New Zealand.
Right.
Is this the team, the strongest team? He said, no, they can. They missed 5 or 6 players who can help the team, like brother of Webster, Eel, and some other guys. But still, that's a great success for
Yes,
Gilas
of course.
to win this kind of the game.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. There is a lot of talking about the windows, especially in Europe, because sometimes the best players cannot participate in because of the conflict between FIBA and EuroLeague. But also, let's say, if some of these teams, New Zealand, Australia is also not coming with the best team who are participating in Olympic Games, because all NBA players cannot come because the season is ongoing.
Right.
But doesn't matter that.
It doesn't matter. Actually, I was just trying to put, just to find out, because obviously we will meet them again in the FIBA Asia Cup. But again, it does not take away what Gilas did in that particular game. Partner?
Yeah. Coach, you've been observing all the players here of Gilas. Who among them can you really see that there was a vast or a big improvement, both in all the positions, from center to power forward to point guard?
I think that the most important thing is that the team improved. That's the most important thing. I was, maybe you remember when you asked me about Sotto. I was very negative in this, how his career was going. Now he impressed me, because he is improving a lot. And that's the way how he can reach NBA. Bring this team of Gilas to the World Cup. Kill everybody there, and NBA will come to you.
Okay, next question, Coach. Next question, Coach. Since you were discussing about Sotto, Brownlee mentioned that after playing with him in the New Zealand game, he's already good enough for the NBA. What's your take there?
I said, what is the formula? First, he must be the main guy in his team in Japan. He must carry the team to somewhere, Otherwise, it can be statistically good player. But he must be the main guy and bring the team to the next level. And secondly, he must show himself bringing the team to the World Cup and playing good against the best players in the world. Doesn't matter if he was not drafted. NBA will not miss some kind of the guys that tall, that skills, that talent. But he must prove himself. Yeah. And this is the first step that he proved that he can be a really great player in the future.
Justin Brownlee, of course, Coach Rajko, was again the top scorer of the team, as we had expected. And after that series against TNT, some people are saying that maybe JB was starting to slow down because of his age, because of the usage. What did you see with Justin Brownlee in this game? You think that he is still good? Maybe for the next 4 years, including the World Cup and even the Olympics. What is your assessment of JB right now?
He is the main guy in this team. He is a crucial guy. He is a long time in Philippines, what means a lot. It's not easy to bring some guy, put him, especially in the system of Team Con, and say to him and bring us somewhere. No, it's not like this. He must stay here. And there is questions like this before. And I said, you have to find somebody who will replace for 1, 2, 3 years Brownlee. But this guy, it's not that important how good he is. It's about his character and gel to the team. That's the most important thing, You have to find not great player. Great player was Clarkson also, but it was not that working like with Brownlee. Yeah. That's the formula. Find younger player, bring him here, work with him, with the national team 2-3 years, play some games, and after that, but this guy must have a character like Brownlee.
Okay, speaking of a long-term program for the for Gilas, well, my partner and I we were discussing about what Coach Tim Cone said that he's very comfortable with the existing lineup
On the pool.
on the pool.
Yeah, small pool.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to teach again his system with the incoming players for Gilas. So, how would we address the long-term program of Gilas if that is the mindset of Coach Tim Cone?
You know, I was always talking the system and how long he is with the team is very important. He will make. He is supposed to make some changes during 1 or 2 years, but look in now in the national team, Brownlee, Scotty Thompson, Japet, all the guys who are a long time with Tim Cone, which I think help the team. They know each other, they know the system, and other guys are coming and they are maybe 1 year with Tim Cone, and they make adjustment for the system. The most important thing is to keep the crucial player a long time. That's the most important thing, and keep the coach as much as possible long, and the result will come. The Filipino players are very, very talented, tough. Now they have a size, they have a system, they have everything that they can make some great result in the future. What they show until now.
You're talking about great Filipino players. Of course, we saw Scotty Thompson, we saw Chris Newsome and Dwight Ramos in the backcourt of Coach Tim Cone in Gilas. That seems to be a potent backcourt that Coach Tim is using as a rotation. Tell us, what you see with that trio, Coach Rajko, in terms of how these three can become truly an anchor for the future for Gilas Pilipinas.
When we were talking about the size, we have also to talk about size of the wing players and point guards. That's not the size from before. That's very, very competitive. Also, they have a lot of experience. Newsome was very athletic guy. Scotty Thompson also. That's something what give the Gilas something new, something athletic possibility, size that before Gilas was in a mismatch situation in all positions from 1 to 5. Now it's not like this. Now we have Gilas have big guys. They have strong wings. Let's say the guy who is coming now is Oftana. I like him. With Converge, we play few games with Talk and Text, and he is a really great shooter, great size, and I don't think that I think that Gilas have a bright future.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, obviously, as Coach Tim Cone said in his interview, the best is yet to come, because we have not seen really the most complete team. AJ Edu has not played. Jamie Malonzo also is still in the injured list. What do you think could be the areas for improvement of this team, Coach Rajko?
I think that it's very difficult to predict what will happen. But for me, the most important thing is keep the team together and as long as possible, and qualified for the World Cup, and then show different phase from before. You remember Gilas was losing against Serbia 50 points, something like that. Now it's totally different situation. I think that they are more competitive, and they have everything now to make some great result. What Tim Cone also said. this is a good coach, good system, size, athletic wing players, everything. What now they need a time and they need some games to prove all these things. What I'm talking now.
Well, the other guy here, partner, is Junmar Fajardo, of course, the 8-time PBA MVP. People are saying, although he is a really, the man, the face of the PBA for a very long time, but Junmar was a -7 in plus-minus efficiency in that particular game. Do you think that, Junmar is fit for this kind of system of Coach Timcon, Coach Rajko?
Well, I think that he is fit. He is dominated in a PBA. That's definitely, if you remember, quarterfinal against Converge, he had one game, 42 points and 25 rebounds. International competition is totally different. He has some difficulties to defend the pick and roll because, the guys from New Zealand are extremely quick and they are great shooter. He was defending pick and roll in drop because he's too tall for some different kind of defense. And there is a problem, but every game is a live thing, different story, Now we can talk about -7, but you know that New Zealand was shooting 51% for three, and it was very difficult for Junmar to be longer on the court. That don't mean that next game he will be -7. This team needs Junmar. He needs his presence on the bucket. Next game he will be plus 15, plus 20, whatever it is. But Junmar is still dominated guy in a PBA.
Yeah, but coach, going back to the backcourt team.
Yeah.
Based on the stats, the fast break points, we led 13 against 3 over New Zealand. So what can you say about the backcourt team, regardless of the performance of Junmar and even Kai Sotto? What can you say about that?
I said you cannot make some conclusion from one game. One game is a live thing, and a lot of things that happen. Maybe next game will be totally different. But we have to be satisfied with the performance of Gilas and also with New Zealand. If you see the stats, efficiency of Gilas was 120. You know what is this? That's a great game. Efficiency of New Zealand 99. Great game. We were watching a great game, and all these small things, it can be changed in the next game. You cannot make definitely conclusion, fast break or something like that. I think that we have to watch bigger picture.
All right. Well, before I let you go, Rajko, I want to ask you about Converge. I know that you had a great Governor's Cup, and now you're bringing in Justin Baltasar. We understand that even Jordan Heading has signed with Converge, and of course you have a new import. So how is Converge doing? What is your assessment of the team?
Well, I think that Converge have a bright future. A little bit. I'm going in Papanga, and sometimes I'm working with Baltasar Balti. He's a great player, great rebounder. I think that in the future he can be also part of Gilas. That's
good.
Because he has a size. He's extremely smart. In a semi-final of MPBL, 21, 25 rebounds. It's not easy, and sometimes triple-double. And he will be a big part of Converge. Also, Jordan who was part of our strong group team in Dubai and Jones Cup, who is excellent player. He will help the team a lot, and we are looking good now. I think that, and also expectations, of course, are bigger. We brought Sheikh Diallo, like import. He's center, position 5, who can run on the floor, who can roll, who can rebounding. He's not the guy who will score 40 points, but that's what we want now, to be part of the team, to give some young players opportunity to play. You saw how Alex Stockton was playing. Yeah. Shawnee Winston, a lot of young kids are in Converge now with the experience of Jordan and with high quality of the big guy like Baltazar. I think great future for Converge.
Well, it looks like also a winning formula for Converge, that you're bringing in a lot of young blood and, of course, big, tall players. Final question, Rajko, and this is the topic today. Have we found the formula to win in international competitions as far as Philippine basketball is concerned?
I think that's the formula. Good coach, good system, keep the team longer, and that's only formula and hard work. Without hard work, you will never reach anywhere. I think that Gilas is in the right hands and on the right way.
Terrific.
Great.
Terrific.
Nice to hear that from you,
And of
Coach.
course, you started this program.
Yeah.
You helped us build a program like this, and we certainly are looking forward to more talks about Gilas with you in the future. All the best, Coach Rajko, and good luck to Converge, to CSB, and of course to Pampanga. And we will see you in the games. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you guys.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Mga kaibigan, si Coach Rajko Toroman, the former head coach ng Smart Gilas, ng original Gilas 1.0 version. And ngayon siya ay consultant ng ilang teams dito sa ating bansa. And again, nasabi nga niya, ang formula is keep the team together, same coach, more exposure, and of course, continuous support. No?
Actually, coming from Coach Rajko, na talagang having handled the former national team, kumbaga, yung nangyayari ngayon, yun yung ideal para sa isang coach.
Oo.
Di ba?
Alam mo, nung kami nagsimula niyan,
him.
talagang yun ang gusto niya. And that was really the plan.
Yeah.
Back in 2008 when we began the Gilas program, yun talagang programa. Long-term development ng mga players, magkakasama all the time, and it will trickle down hanggang youth. Yun lang nga, nung panahon na yun, isipin mo, dumating kami sa Serbia, ang sabi ng Serbian immigration sa amin, yan ba basketball team talaga? Kasi nakita nila puro maliliit. Tawa na
sa juniors.
Kaya siya lang ngayon, sabi niya, iba na ngayon, diba? Ang size natin, napakalaki compared to when we started. Alam mo, lilit na. Isipin mo naman si Mark Baroka, JB Casio, RJ Hasul nung panahon. Ang liliit talaga. Tapos yung aming mga coach, ang liliit din. Pati yung mga utility personnel, ang liliit din. Kaya tawa ng tawa yung Serbian immigration. But again, we've come a long way, and congratulations again sa ating Gilas Pilipinas. And good luck tomorrow, by the way, bukas po ang laban natin kontra naman Hong Kong. Of course, it should be easier, pero alam naman natin sa basketball,
bilog ang bola.
Pero
ang differential na lang yan kung paano nila yung laki ng lamang.
Yes.
Yun na
At
lang.
sana makita natin pa rin yung tunay na laro para mag-gauge natin kung talagang wag natin pagbigyan.
Yes,
Let
agree.
Kai Sotto play his game. I'm very, very impressed with Kai. I am very happy for him. And sana nga magtuloy-tuloy.
Tsaka nagkalaman si Kai.
Ang lakas niya ngayon. May
nakita ko
confidence. And sana nga matuloy na itong Gilas Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Alright, bago po tayo mag-break, isa muna pong paalala, of course, mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network, one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course,
Thank you.
Power and Play is powered by Smart.
Thank you.
Live more today!
Thank you.
When we return, Cash or Bash time, Shaky Super League Corner at marami pa pong iba sa inyong paboritong kasalo sa almusal tuwing Sabado. Ito po ang Power and Play, hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo at ng Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 8:33 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza. There's nothing like Shakey's.
Thank you.
Dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Ito ang programang inaabangan.
True FM.
On 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Ang sweet mo naman, ang sweet mo rin, para tayong merry manigin. Ang saya na Pasko, ang dahil sa'yo, merry manigin. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Munchkin. To you, Merry Munchkin. To you, my name is Serena. Merry Christmas.
Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
Prepare delightful dishes every time with Technogas Technique appliances. Experience excellent cooking results with Technogas Technique's premium selection of cooking ranges, range hoods, built-in hobs, ovens, and kitchen appliances. Technogas Technique combines elegance, functionality, safety, and durability to enhance your skills and passion for cooking. Make Technogas Technique your cooking partner and fill your kitchen with appliances made to last. That's the Technogas Technique.
Hindi biro ang maging isang ina. Dapat hands-on ka sa maraming bagay. Lalo na sa mga iniinom na gamot, dapat ready ka. Kaya kapag may sakit sa pamilya ko, gaya ng sakit ng ulo, sakit sa katawan na may kasamang lagnat dulot ng sipon, allergic rhinitis o sinusitis, Simdex D ang pinaiinom ko. Gamot laban sa sintomas ng trangkaso. Simdex D is available in Mercury drugstores and other drugstores near you. Phenylpropanolamine hydrochloride plus, Lorpenemine maleate plus. Paracetamol is the generic name of Simdex D tablet. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Sa Simdex D, dama ang alaga, dama ang ginhawa.
Prepare delightful dishes every time with Technogas Technique appliances. Experience excellent cooking results with Technogas Technique's premium selection of cooking ranges, range hoods, built-in hobs, ovens, and kitchen appliances. Technogas Technique combines elegance, functionality, safety, and durability to enhance your skills and passion for cooking. Make Technogas Technique your cooking partner and fill your kitchen with appliances made to last. That's the Technogas Technique.
Ang sweet mo naman, ang sweet mo rin, para tayong merry manigin. Ang saya na Pasko, ang dahil sa'yo, merry munchkin. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Munchkin. To
Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Sa True, sa 105.9 na po ang True FM. Sa kanan ng FM band na po tayo. Tara, huwag maliligaw ha! Dito tayo sa totoo.
Kayo amin sa lahat po ng ating mga sumusunod sa hilagang bahagi po ng Luzon, lalong-lalo na po sa Ilocos Sur. Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan? And of course, yung mga nanonood din sa atin dito naman sa bandang gitnang Luzon, partner, sa Bulacan at dyan po sa area ng Tarlac. Ako, ang dami rin natin pong tagasunod dyan. Kinakamusta po namin kayong lahat. Partner, siyempre, ikaw ang iniintay lagi ng mga kababayan mo yan.
Masantos siya kabwasan sa kayo namin, dita na Lingayen, Pangasinan. Siguro ngayon, natapos na yung pagdakwa ng bagyo.
Oo, swerte, no? Kahit pa paano, hindi naman masyadong malakas.
Diba? Kaya, pero yung gusto ko rin pala batiin. Alam mo, ako'y natutuwa at talagang marami talagang nanonood sa ating programa. No?
Naman,
From all, pati yung mga locker guys dito sa East Ridge Golf and Country Club.
Mo,
si Sunny. Sunny, kamusta ka dyan? At salamat at pinapanood mo kami. At also, sa Surigao.
Uy!
Oo. Kamusta kay Congressman Ace Barbers, ang kapatid niya, si Dean Barbers, at yung tropa dyan. Kamusta kayo?
Governor ba si...
Yung panganay nila si Lindon, ang governor ng Surigao del Norte. At also, isa pala, no? I want to greet a happy birthday kay Flor Zabala, wife ng aking business partner. Happy birthday, Flor.
Happy birthday. Maraming nagsapit ng kanilang mga birthday, of course, at pinabati natin. Papasok na rin naman ng Disyembre. Sana po maganda ang inyong Pasko sa lahat po ng ating mga suki. I also wanted to say hello to Waki Trillo.
Uy!
Alam mo si Waki, nakausap ko nung isang araw and I'm very happy to talk to him. And sumusunod pa rin siya sa mga kaganapan sa PBA, and of course kahit papano napapanood pa rin niya tayo. Kaya kamusta? Nice to talk to you, Waki. It's great to see my partner again.
Alam mo, talagang yung image ni Waki Trillo, talagang dashing debonair yung dati sa PBA. Hanggang ngayon. Wow.
Ay, ganun pa rin.
To see him.
Diba? Alright. Well, mga kapatid, happy birthday nga pala kay Jat Sulit. Naku, si Jat, isa pa natin kasama sa PBA coverage. Happy birthday, Jat. Dati, of course, madalas din si Jat sa atin nag-guest nung araw. Kaya kamusta po kayo? Lahat ng mga nagsasapit na kanilang birthday, paano naman kami ni partner Jera? Alright, bago tayo magpatuloy, syempre paalala po mula sa Joyride Super App, ang inyo pong top-up promo. Tuloy-tuloy po ang pamimigay ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits para mula po sa Joyride. Again, simple lamang ang mechanics. Download the latest version ng Joyride Super App. Kuhanan ng screenshot ng app's home screen. Ipadala ang screenshot sa Power and Play FB page via private message. Isama nyo po ang inyong buong pangalan and registered mobile number. At kami po ay mamimigay ng 1,000 pesos sa 5 mananalo. Pwede nyo po magamit yan sa Joyride Delivery, Motorcycle Taxi, Joyride Taxi, Cab, Joyride Car, at Joyride Super Taxi. At hindi pa po dyan nagwawakas. Meron pa rin po tayong limited edition Aqua Flask na pinamimigay ng Joyride. And again, same mechanics. Download nyo po. Pero ito po, kuhanan ninyo ng creative picture yung pong inyong rider at driver partner. At yung pong creative picture ay ipadala nyo po sa PNP FB page via private message at samahan nyo po ng hashtag of the week. At ang hashtag of the week ay #BookWithJoyride. Ulitin ko yan, hindi lumalabas sa ating screen. Pero yan po ang ating hashtag, #BookWithJoyride, para po kayo manalo ng limited edition Aqua Flask. Alright mga kapatid, at this point, syempre, tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa ating mga kaibigan sa pamimigay po ng impormasyon tungkol sa Shakey's Super League dito po sa Shakey's Super League Corner.
With Noli.
At ang Shakey's Super League Corner, of course, hatid sa inyo ng Shakey's Pizza. There's nothing like Shakey's. Well, nagsimula na po ang finals ng Shakey's Super League Pre-Season Championship kung saan naglalaban po ang three-peat seeking National University Lady Bulldogs kontra De La Salle University Lady Spikers. At kahapon, yung best of 3 nila nagsimula na po kung saan nanalo ang Lady Bulldogs partner in 3 straight sets.
Wow.
25-16, 25-12 at 27-25. At ngayon sila po ay nasa may pagkakataon ng manalo ng kanilang ikatlong sunod na Shakey's Super League title. Diyan po sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Ang nanguna para po sa Lady Bulldogs ay si Camila Lamina na nagkaroon ng napakagandang setting. 15 excellent sets. Kaya po sila ay lumamang. Bukas po ang Game 2 ng Shakey's Super League Preseason Championship. Abangan nyo po yan sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. And of course, mapapanood po nyo sa mga Facebook or sa mga social media pages ng Shakey's sa Facebook, sa TikTok at sa Instagram. So again, abangan nyo po ang pagtatapos ng Shakey's Super League Preseason Championship. Hatid sa inyo ng Shakey's. There's nothing like Shakey's.
Thank you!
Alright, at this point, partner, ito na yung ating huntahan na masaya.
Oo, pero partner, natanda ko lang dahil sinasabi mo yung laban kanina dito sa Shakey's Super League. Mapunta tayo doon sa UAAP.
Uy!
Crucial mamaya.
Mamaya rin pala yan. Oo.
Crucial mamaya.
Adamson kontra Ateneo.
Yes.
Tanggal na po yung Ateneo.
Oo.
Wala na po yun dahil na-eliminate na sila. Pero syempre, gusto nilang manalo or magtapos on a high note.
Oo, di ba?
Yung Adamson ang malaga.
Yes. Kailangan manalo sila at kung manalo, masaya ang UE.
Actually, magtatabla eh.
Magtatabla. Kaya meron sila do or die.
May do or die sila. At para makapasok ang Adamson, kasi po nakuha na ng Lasal, UP, at UST.
Yes.
Go Uste.
Go Uste.
Ang unang 3 upuan po sa Final Four. Isa na lang po ang pinaglalabanan. Natanggal na po ang NU, FEU at Ateneo.
Yeah.
So yung dalawa na lamang, UE ngayon na nasa pang-4, pero pag nanalo ang Adamson, tabla sila.
Tabla sila.
So nagdadasal din ng UE na matalo na Adamson. Alright, abangan nyo po yan mamaya. Abangan nyo po yan lone men's game ngayong araw pong yan. Ngayong araw pong ito, ang Adamson kontra Ateneo. Yeah. Alright, at this point, time to bring in our favorite cash or bash. At ang Cash or Bash ay hatid sa inyo po ng Cherry Tigo. There's more to our cars. At sa segment pong ito, tayo magpapakita ng 3 sports items, pwedeng video, soundbites o quotes na hahatulan ng ating mga bisita kung cash, kung sila po ay sang-ayon, at bash kung walang seal of approval. At ngayong araw pong ito, makakasama natin, mga suki din natin to. At sinusundan ko rin to sa kanila mga sinusulat, of course. Walang iba kundi si Ian Suyu ng News 5 at si Reuben Terrado ng Spin.ph. Magandang umaga, Ben and Ian. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning!
Hi Ian, hi Ben.
Good morning po.
Morning, sirs. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat at sa ating mga manonood ngayong umaga.
Thank you for joining us ngayong Sabado. Malapit na magpasko ha. Mukhang, alam ba, ubos na ba ang 13th month, Ben?
Hindi, nakapula pa si Ben.
Wala pa.
Wala pa. Parang si Ian mukhang ready ha.
Hindi, medyo magpupula pa lang yung kay Ian. Yung t-shirt ni Ian, magpupula pa lang. Pero yung kay Ben, pula na eh.
Alam mo yung sinasabi nila, pagka daw dumadating itong mga panahon na to, either masaya ka or nagtatago ka na. Kaya hindi ko alam kung nasaan, pero wala pa daw yung 13th month. Kaya hindi pa nagtatago to, naghahabol pa.
Maraming ganyan sa Kongreso ha. Pagkatapos ng break, abroad na yan. Hindi mo na makikita yung mga yan.
Ay, nako. Anyway, napag-usapan namin ni partner Jera kanina yung tungkol sa lone game ngayon ng UAAP bago tayo pumunta sa ating mga topics sa Cashier Bash. Ateneo Adamson, Ian, what do you think? Ano bang nakikita mo dito sa laban na to ngayong araw na to?
Well, for Ateneo, they're fighting for the only reason to finish the season on a high note nga naman. Pero syempre mas gutom ang Adamson, so I'd like to see Adamson winning and setting up a door-die match against UE dahil it gives more color nga naman sa bakbakan natin sa Final Four ngayon sa UAAP.
But and that's really going to make it exciting. Yung magiging meron pang playoff ika nga para doon sa fourth slot. Pero Ben, tingin mo ba kumbaga exercise in futility dahil yung dalawang team sa ibabaw napakalakas, or sa tingin mo meron pang konting drama na pwede mangyari?
Pwede makasilat.
Papunta ng finals.
Well, tama kayo, medyo yung malakas masyado yung yung mga nasa taas, but every time a team enters the Final Four, it's an accomplishment in itself. So I guess yung Adamson will do their best in order to have that shot. For Ateneo naman, syempre they want to finish strong. So meron pa rin namang bearing if makapasok sa Final Four. And sabi nga nila, one game at a time, malay natin makasilat.
Oo nga. Lalong-lalo na, ganadong UST. Nakita naman natin yung mga UST boys talagang mukhang very, very incentivized.
Ulti mo si Coach Pido. Yung mukha niya talaga. Kala mo nanalo lang sweepstakes.
Ng loto. Well, by the way, Ian, you are in Ilocos right now to cover the EJ Obiena Vault facility. Totoo ba ito?
Yes, actually, nandito tayo ngayon sa Lawagcom. At kahapon nga, nasaksihan natin kung yung pagpapasinaya ni EJ Obiena sa kanyang unang pole vault training facility sa Ferdinand Marcos Stadium kahapon. And kasama niya doon si Governor Matthew Manotoc at yung members ng Team Obiena kung saan nga first ever nagkaroon ng pole vault pit or training facility sa Ilocos Province. At ayon nga kay EJ, talagang dream come true ito. Bagamat mahirap, malaking bagay para sa kanya na makapagpagawa ng ganito because ang gusto niya nga daw is makapag-produce ng mas maraming local athletes pagdating sa pole vault at syempre maipalaganap yung sport na pole vault sa mga kababayan natin. Maghahanap nga, gusto niya daw niya, sabi niya kahapon si EJ Obiena mismo ang makahanap ng susunod na EJ Obiena.
Wow, ang galing. Well, that's alam natin si Hidilyn, nagkaroon din siya ng weightlifting center dito sa Laguna. Halahala. At nandiyan din ngayon si EJ. Sana si Kalaw magkaroon din ng higdagan, yung nakaganon. Yung nakaganon, di ba?
Pagbaba pala sa hagdagan.
Gumaganon, di ba? Pero again, it's nice to see all of our champion athletes really supporting the youth and the sport para sa ating bansa. Alright, alam na ninyo ang drill dito sa Cashier Bash. Gentlemen, walang tama, walang mali, bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, huwag magagalit, and of course, ang inyong lamang opinion ang mahalaga. So we'll give you 3 items, cash, kung kayo ay okay, bash, kung sa tingin nyo ay hindi ito tama. Let's go with our first item of the morning. Ayon kay Justin Brownlee, good enough to play sa NBA ang 7'3" na si Kai Sotto pagkatapos ng kanyang 19-10-7-2-1 stat line kontra New Zealand. Ben, cash o bash, 1 taong experience pa at magiging NBA ready na si Kai Sotto. Go!
Ako, cash ako dyan. Especially na it's hard to argue with the player na sabi rin nila kaya mag-NBA. Justin Brownlee, kung siya na nagsabi, I think it's hard to argue with that. But he's right. Based on doon sa laro niya against New Zealand, yun nga, 19 points and 10 rebounds. Nakita mo talaga yung improvement niya with lalo na yung sa body niya and yung nakikipagbanggaan siya sa loob against a physical New Zealand team. Plus, I'm more impressed with the 7 assists, no? Which means he's getting a lot better when it comes to court vision, yung recognition niya sa teammates niya. So, I see that as a good, talagang good performance. Meron pa siyang 2 steals and 2 blocks actually. So, talagang, for me, talagang yung nakikita mo yung improvement, it's a good sign for him na he's still, yung experience na lang talaga siguro ang kailangan niya in order to be ready for the NBA. Again, iba pa rin yung makapirma sa NBA, but yung being ready with the NBA and that kind of level of play sa basketball, I think yun yung it's a step in the right direction yung pinapakita ngayon ni Kai Sotto.
Wow, talaga naman. Maganda yung sinabi mo, step in the right direction. Iyan, same item. Isang taong experience pa at magiging NBA ready na si Kai Sotto. Cash o bash? Go, Iyan.
Sir Gerard, cash din ako dyan, kasi it's hard to deny naman yung grabing efficiency na pinapakita ngayon ni Kai Sotto sa world stage or sa international stage rather. And apart from that, hindi lang ito yung game na naging maganda yung performance niya. If we remember correctly, nung OQT, naging very efficient din ng performance niya against a world number 6 team in Latvia. So, malaking bagay yung statement ni Justin Brownlee. And tama nga si Sir Ben, coming from a player with the same caliber like Justin Brownlee, napaka positive note nun for Kai Sotto. But ang sa akin lang yung 1 year na yun, saan ba siya bagay mag-training?
Maganda yan.
Kasi alam natin, naglalaro siya sa Japan ngayon. Pero do we see other better platforms or other bigger leagues wherein pwede siyang mas mahasa? Ako, babalik ako dun sa nauna kong idea before Europe. I think Kai, if he has the chance to go to Europe pa rin, give him 1 year there, who knows, di ba? Baka mas maging maganda ang performance niya doon. Lalo, he's a big man playing, and sa Europe, yung kind of game na pwede niyang ma-develop, ma-evolve doon, makuha doon, ay magiging applicable para sa chance niyang mapalago yung chances niya to make it sa NBA.
Wow, ang ganda nung mungkahi na yun ni Ian. That's very sound. Sana nakikinig ang East-West dito na doon sa sinasabi ni Ian. Libreng advice yan, partner. Ano tingin mo?
Well, ako nga, pareho kami ni Ben at saka ni Ian, pero I have to qualify doon sa aking cash. No? Dahil just like what we discussed with Coach Rajko a while ago, di ba? Okay, Kai Sotto has improved a lot. Even yung body, galaw niya, assist, lahat. But iba ang level ng NBA,
right.
Di ba? Is he at par with the other European NBA players sa sentro, katulad nila Subac, nila Jokic, di ba? Kaya kailangan, tama rin yung sinabi ni Ian, malalaman mo lang yan kapag naglaro pa siya sa ibang mas mabigat na mga torneo, di ba? And tulad ng sabi ni Coach kanina, kung naidala niya ang Gilas o yung team niya sa Japan sa kampyonato at siya yung star player. Yun eh.
Tama.
Doon ko lang mako-qualify para masabi ko na talagang ready na siya for the NBA.
Alam mo, again, ang sinasabi natin dito, NBA ready. Hindi naman natin sinasabing to be the star of the NBA. Wala tayong sinasabing gano'n because obviously, ang talent level ng mga sinabanggit mo, partner, Jokic, napakalayo na noon, Embiid, di ba? But even a Holmgren, for that matter, na batang-bata. But is he going to be NBA ready with what he's showing? I think he's on the right direction. Sabi nga ni Ben, he is in the right direction. He is bulking up. He's making those moves. May mga galaw na siya. I'd like to see him a little more bulked up ng konti, not losing his quickness, and maybe a little more range. Yung kanyang 3-point shot siguro medyo mahasa pa ng konti. And tama si Ian, he has to be placed in a team where he will develop at hindi lang siya uupo. And as Coach Rajko said, where he will be the star at this point. Correct. Where is that? Is that in Japan? Is that in Europe? Is that in the PBA? Let's all hope na tama ang mga galaw ni Kai in the next few weeks, months, para siya talaga ay makarating doon sa kanyang pangarap.
Ika nga, yung question nga, 1 taong experience pa? Hindi.
Ano?
1 taon at kalahati.
Tumawad ka pa. Alright, let's go to our second item of the morning. Itinalagang bagong head coach ng Gilas Pilipinas Youth, si L.A. Tenorio, ang PBA legend. Of course, still naglalaro para sa Barangay Ginebra and one of the best point guards ever ng Pilipinas. So, cash o bash, ang PBA legend ang best choice ngayon para hawakan ang youth program ng bansa. Ian, I'll begin with you. Go!
Cash ako dyan, Actually, I think last Wednesday or Thursday, I spoke with SBP President Al Panlilio and I actually asked him, talaga ba or may other options ba kayo aside from Teniente, L.A. Tenorio? And he said nga, meron silang naging ibang options. Pero para sa kanila, They are trying to preach the idea or the philosophy of continuity sa SBP and sa lahat ng mga magiging players ng national team. And for them, with the coach team at the helm, parang gusto nilang makakuha ng coach na susundan yung blueprint na meron si coach team. And no other person better than that, si LA Tenorio nga naman talaga. Of course, bukod sa player siya ni coach team for a long time, sa Alaska pa yan, pati sa Hinebra sa ngayon, si Tiniente rin naman, alam natin yung kalibre niya bilang isang national team player. Alam natin na he's part of the 2013 Gilas team that put the Philippines back sa world stage after 3 long decades sa World Cup. And also, sabi rin ni Coach Al, ito yung pinaka-promising na sinabi niya, no? We need a coach that is an inspiration, not just inside the court, but outside the court. And then doon natin i-consider yung idea nga na pinagdaanan ni LA in the past. Last year actually, no, when he was diagnosed with cancer and yung fight niya against it, and he was able to win it. At ngayon nakabalik na siya sa stage. So yung lahat ng mga detalye na yon, for me, it convinced me na baka nga si LA ang best coach natin. And also alam naman natin na ang ganitong mga coaching stints, trial and error yan. So let's give LA the chance. And he's qualified for it rin naman.
Excellent point. Ben, same thing. PBA legend, LA Tenorio, best choice para sa batang Gilas. Cash or bash? Go!
Ako, cash din ako dyan, no? Although, I would believe na merong magsasabi na bash ito dahil wala namang head coaching experience pa si LA Tenorio. But, he's showing signs na doon na rin siya papunta, no? Napapansin natin sa PBA na he is more active sa bench, no? Even though he's now a player, he's more active right now, Even coach team, he consults with him at times sa games. So, doon na rin papunta si Coach LA, And I share the same sentiment with Ian, no? Kasi I believe he is a larger-than-life figure. Someone who would be an inspiration to the kids right now. Someone na makaka-relate yung mga kids. Kasi nga, grabe na yung pinakita ni LA on and off the court. Very accomplished. And tama si Ian, yung lalabanan niya yung cancer. So doon pa lang, magiging inspiration sa mga bata. Yun ang tingin kong kailangan ng Gilas right now, no? I heard rin naman na he will have people around him who is very capable, mga assistant coaches na who would be capable of, yun nga, yung mga X and O's, sila nang bahala. But being si LA nasa taas, tama tingin ko yung decision ng SBP with regards to that. And perfect din siya dun sa sinasabing synchronization of the system with Coach Tim and with the youth. No one knows the system more than LA Tenorio. So para sa akin, cash yung desisyon ng SBP to appoint LA as the Gilas Youth head coach.
Parang alter ego na nga ni team ko nito si LA Tenorio sa tagal na nakasama niya sa sistema ni Coach Tim. Partner?
I totally agree. Cash tayo.
Cash ka dyan.
Dalawa silang cash plus ako cash. Kaya 3 cash yan. Dahil, katulad ng sinabi mo nga kanina, yung nag-usap kayo ni Coach Tim, di ba? Ayaw niya na magturo ng kanyang sistema. Okay na siya. Now, if LA Tenorio will be heading the youth team, yun yung itatransfer ngayon, yung doon sa triangle offense at saka yung style ng pag-teach ni Coach Tim Con. And secondly, tama rin silang dalawa na larger than life si LA. Talagang irirespeto ng kabataan yan. Kapag mapasok ka sa youth team ng Gilas, talagang mataas ang tingin mo kay Coach LA. Now, ang nagkakaano na lang dyan, again, uulitin ko lang ng konti, importante maganda yung kanyang coaching staff. Diba? To do the other rest. Pero, knowing LA sa kanyang mga interviews, more or less, medyo articulate yung tao. At very important sa isang head coach to be a talker, a motivator.
Nagko-communicate.
Nagko-communicate. A good motivator. And I think LA, over the years, kapag hinawakan niya na tong youth, he will be a very good motivator.
Well, I agree with all of you. Although, ito, sasabihin ko, and again, yung point ni Ian kanina, may mga siguro mag-question kay LA na hindi naman nag-coach yan ever. Pero bakit si JJ Redick? Hindi nga nag-coach yan. Grade school team ang kinos ngayon nasa NBA. It's not about that. It's obviously about the knowledge.
Yeah.
I will qualify though. ang tanong dito is he the best choice? Okay? Ako I would say maybe he's not the best choice. Maybe there's someone else. Maybe there's a Richard De Rosario na mas alam yung sistema ni Coach Tim Con, who is also a head coach.
Yeah.
But he is a great coach, si LA Tenorio. A great choice. He may not be the best choice, but he is a great choice because of all the things that you said.
Yeah.
Ang galing makipag-usap. He is an inspiration to a lot of the players. He is also a very, yung transition is gonna be very good. So maybe not the best choice, but I think he's a great choice for youth coach.
Agree.
Alright, let's go to our final item of the morning. Kaliwat kanan ang issue. Naku naman, ba't ito naging topic natin? Santit Chester. Kaliwat kanan ang issue ng Philadelphia 76ers mula sa injury ni Paul George hanggang sumano'y pagiging late lagi ni Joel Embiid na tinawag ni Tyrese Maxey sa isang team meeting. Kasalukuyan sila ang pinakahuli sa lahat ng team sa Eastern Conference. Kaya, Casio Bash at best, play-in team na lang ang Philadelphia 76ers sa Eastern Conference. Ian, go!
Para sa akin, cash ako dyan, no? I'm sure maraming 76ers fans hindi a-agree
Huwag mo akong titingnan!
Pero the trio of Maxey, Embiid, and George, I think they have yet to share the floor, ano? And yung injuries, grabe. Start pa lang ng season, grabe na yung pagbag ng injuries sa kanila. And worst record sa league, you know? And I think their most consistent player so far is a rookie. So it tells a lot, no? Kung ganun yung positioning nyo sa ngayon pa lang. Mahirap, no? It's early to tell.
Yeah.
Tignan natin kung malay natin gumaling bigla. Pero the issue is yung chemistry kasi ng team. So makikita natin na yung mga teams na maganda yung development ng chemistry nila early on, sila yung mas nagsasucceed and mas ready sila when it comes to the playoff stage or maybe play-in, ano? And para sa akin kasi, yung issue para kay Embiid and kay Maxey, hindi natin alam kung gaano kalala yung level na yon, kung gaano kalala or yung gravity ng bagay na yon. And if that's true nga, wag naman sana, no, na mag-cause yun ng further na pagkakabitak-bitak sa kuponan dahil it's very ironic for a team na nagpipreach ng idea ng process for a really long time na ganito yung nagiging performance nila sa league sa ngayon.
Alright, well, Ben, same thing. At 2-12 at the moment, at best, play-in team na lang ang Philly sa East. Casio Bash, go!
Sorry but cash ang sagot ko dyan. Parang
sumasakit ang dibdib ni Com.
Parang palala yung nangyayari sa Sixers And para sa akin, parang nagkakawatak-watak na sila ngayon pa lang. Maganda sana yung nangyaring team meeting nung sorting things out, yung sinasabing na late daw si Embiid. But yung naging questionable sa akin is how the players responded to it, no? Nagsalita pa nga si Embiid na yun daw nag-leak sa media is a piece of, tapos ginawa pang content ni Paul George yung nangyari, which is parang sino siya para magsalita nun when in fact he has his problems himself na may injury siya. Yun nga, pangalawang injury na nga ata niya recently. So doon pa lang nakikita mo na yung signs na actually para sa akin hindi na nga signs yun Talagang nagkakawatak-watak na sila. And kahit siguro masort things out nila yung mga nangyayari sa kanila, yung health issue pa rin ang problema I doubt if Paul George will be playing yung heavy load, even Embiid with the injuries that they are having. Tingin ko magiging coach na yung approach ng Sixers dito So even on the court, baka hindi rin sila makapag-perform ng maayos with a lineup na maraming injuries, no? So doon pa lang I see them na mahirapan sila to make a deeper run. And yun nga, kasya ko na at best maging play-in team na lang sila.
Aray ko po. Partner!
Ito, Ian, Ben, magpapaka-plastic ako dito. Bash! Hindi totoo yan, partner. Hindi pwede yan. Alam nyo, maliit na gusot lamang yan sa kanilang koponan. Diba? Pagkakaroon yan ng light at the end of the tunnel. Para lang hindi sumamalo ba, partner? Kaya yung injury na yan, gagaling si Embiid. yung gusot niya sa coach, magkakaayusan yan.
Parang iba yung sinabi mo sa akin kanina. Ay, ako kaya mahal na mahal ko itong partner ko to kahit nagsisinungaling, diretso pa rin yung mukha eh. Pero ito, sasabihin ko lang mga kapatid Okay. 2-12 record. Alam niyo ba that there have been 92 teams in NBA history na ganyan ang simula?
Kita mo? Kita mo?
Out of the 92, 6 lang ang pumasok sa playoffs. Ito pa ang isang silver lining. At least may 6 ha. Ito pa. So far, itong Big 3 ng Philadelphia na pinagmamalaki namin noong off-season, 6 minutes pa lang ang ilalaro sa buong 14 laro nila. Out of 650 plus minutes, which is less than 1% of the total minutes played. Kita mo, nakadalawang panalo.
Kita mo? Diba?
Kaya sinasabi ko lang,
alam nyo, mali kayong dalawa
pag-asa pa kami. Kahit ganyang kaliit, less than 1%.
Mali kayong dalawa. Tama siya.
I lock my statement. Kailangan lang palang magpahilot ni Joel Embiid at saka ni Paul George.
Sa kasalukuyan, lamang ang Philadelphia, 53-50.
Kita
mo, laban sa Brooklyn Nets.
Tama yan, partner.
Pampalakas. Gentlemen, maraming salamat.
Pala kami, bash na lang para makabalik kami.
Yan ang gusto ko sa inyo Ibalik nga to next Saturday kagad Gentlemen, maraming salamat. Ben, Ian, sa inyong oras ngayong umaga. Merry Christmas. Sana magkita-kita pa tayo muli Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po.
Safe trip Ian Pawe. Safe trip. Salamat. Maraming salamat. Mga kaibigan, ang masaya pong cashier. At dapat ito, lie or truth or lie. Kasama po si Ian Suyu at saka si Ben Terrado. Again, abangan niyo po yung mga sinusulat nila at abangan niyo po ang Philadelphia. Babalik po yan. At kami rin po ay babalik. Pagkatapos nito, silipin muna natin ang ating mga viral videos sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop. Ito, maganda to, partner Ang title po ng ating video ngayong umagang ito ay What are they feeding kids these days? English yun English. What are they feeding kids these days? Kasi po, ito panoorin nyo to Natanong natin yan dahil sa player na ito. Ayan kita nyo ang laki, di ba? Dumadunk pa. Naniniwala ba kayong sabihin naming 10 years old lang yan? 6'5" na player po ito. At hindi lang siya matangkad, may galaw din sa court sa kanyang murang edad. Mapapatanong ka na lang ng talagang, ano bang pinapakain sa mga player ngayon na mga bata at ganyan na sila magsilaki at gumalaw. And of course, mapasok sa Stop and Pop. Kita mo naman, partner? 10 years old.
Alam mo pa, si Kai Sotto ganyan Pero ang diet niya, sapin-sapin, puto.
Kita mo. Kaya medyo manipis. Ito steak Alright, when we come back mga kapatid, ang ating pong pag-uusapan, mas seryoso. Ang topic po tungkol sa POC elections na paparating na po sa November 29. And of course, ang formula ng success ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas sa aming pong pagbabalik dito po sa Power and Play hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo at ng Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 9:12 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza. There's nothing like Shakey's.
Thank you.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple. Smart ako.
Kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo kaagad?
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Fuji Denso believes that appliances are long-term investments, so it is very important to choose wisely. And what could be a wiser choice than using reliable, durable, and energy-saving appliances from Fuji Denso? Just like families and companies trusting Fuji Denso, you will see the difference when you upgrade your usual appliances to Fuji Denso HD inverter appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with Fuji Denso.
Balik ang Power and Play ngayong umagang ito ng Sabado and alam niyo po sa susunod na linggo magkakaroon na po nung tinatawag na Philippine Olympic Committee elections. Ito po ay nagaganap tuwing 4 na taon, usually during the Olympic year. At kagaya po nangyari ngayon, Olympic year. At muling magkakaroon po ng eleksyon ang ating pinakamataas na mga opisyales pagdating sa sports dyan po sa Philippine Olympic Committee. And of course, para po patakbuhin ng maayos at mahusay ang halalan dyan po sa POC, meron pong nabuo na isang electoral commission which is an independent body for this particular activity. At tayo po ay maswerte na ang isa po sa mga miyembro ng POC Electoral Commission ay makakasama natin po ngayon. At siya po'y fresh pa to sa biyahe niya at medyo talagang tayo nagpapasalamat na tayo napaunlakan, partner. Walang iba kundi si Attorney Teodoro Alejandro Kalaw IV, ang isa pong miyembro ng POC Electoral Commission. Attorney Kalaw, magandang umaga po sa inyo. Marami po salamat for joining us today.
Good morning, Attorney Kalaw.
Good morning, Noli.
Well, let me go straight to the point, Attorney Kalaw. Nakasama po natin si Jera Season dito, by the way, Attorney Kalaw.
Morning.
Unang-una, paano ba ito nabuo, itong commission na to? And ito ba'y, sino nag-appoint sa inyo? Ito ba'y voluntary? How was the process, Attorney Kalaw?
Yung election natin every 4 years, pursuant to the bylaws, just before the election, an electoral commission is appointed. This is my 3rd time to chair the commission. So this year, I will be joined by Commissioner Bongku and Father Nap Encarnacion of Colegio de San Juan de Letran de Calamba.
Okay. And ito ay, who appoints you to this commission?
The General Assembly.
The General Assembly. Okay.
They have to get people who are not involved with the NSAs in any way. So, you know, to make sure that we're independent.
And kayo rin ang nag-implement or nagpo-formulate ng sarili ninyong rules in terms of the election?
Every election, we issue out rules pursuant to the latest bylaws.
Okay. All right. So let me go to the election activity itself, no? Let me ask first about the eligibility, of course. Kung sino yung mga eligible na bumoto. Unahin muna natin yon, Attorney Kalaw. Sino ba ang, kasi alam natin na maraming NSA. In fact, how many NSAs are there now, Attorney Kalaw? Total?
I think there are like 58, if I'm not wrong.
I think those are voting. Parang mas
Voting,
marami pa yata.
the regular members who can vote.
Okay.
And so, we have associate and recognized members who cannot.
That's right. Paano po natin na-determine itong who is eligible to vote among the NSAs?
The bylaws provide who is qualified to be a regular member. Normally, these are sports who are in the current Olympic program. I understand there may be some exceptions for sports who have appeared several times in the ASEAN Games, but the General Assembly is the one who determines the qualifications, and it's given to us, the Electoral Commission, to implement the voters list.
So in other words, ito pong listahan na to is given to you. It is not the Electoral Commission that determines who is going to be eligible. So ang General Assembly ang nagde-determine, partner. So,
Yes. The General Assembly is the one who determines who can vote. And my understanding right now is that it's the National Sport Associations who are regular members, the 2 athletes who represent the male and female athletes at the Athletes Commission.
That's right.
And the representative of the the International Olympic Committee here.
That's right.
Who currently is Mikey
Jaworski. Yes, that's right. Well, alam mo kasi ako na kahit paano, partner, I was able to vote in the POC elections as Secretary General or Executive Director ng SBP back in 2008. After the Olympic years sa Beijing, and so I saw a little bit of the process, and of course yung naging takbo ng kampanya nung panahon na yun, that was I think it was still Congressman Peping Coangco against Mr. Art Macapagal during that time, no? So medyo nakita natin to, Attorney Kalaw, and I just wanted to find out kung itong eligibility to vote, kasi alam natin na marami ring minsan nagke-question dyan sa mga NSA na pwedeng bumoto, no? And in fact, ang sinasabing isang pula sa POC is that pinaparami ang NSAs because nga of the elections 4 years down the road. Is there a process by which you can disqualify an NSA from voting? Meron ba hong ganong klaseng proseso sa Electoral Commission?
That's not within our powers to determine. we have a mandate to determine who is qualified to run, but the voters list is really the General Assembly. And I have to highlight, it's not like you can simply add the NSA as a voting NSA. The International Olympic Committee is also observing proceedings to make sure that these are above board. So when it comes to the those who can vote, while the Electoral Commission has no power to decide who can vote or not, there is a set criteria for who can vote, and the process for selecting who can vote through the General Assembly is closely monitored by the International Olympic Committee.
Yun lang ang difference, partner. No? If you will compare it to the COMELEC, di ba? They're the ones who can determine who is eligible to run for a certain position.
At sila, hindi naman yata sinasabi ni Atty. Kalaw. Ito to vote.
To vote. Pero ibig sabihin, yung qualifications lahat, ang nagbibigay is the General Assembly.
On who can vote.
On who can vote.
On who can vote. Yun ang sinasabi ni Atty. Kalaw. Would you know, Atty. Kalaw, sinong magiging representative ng IOC dito? Is there an IOC that will monitor the elections, or is it just Mikey that is really going to be monitoring this?
Walang international.
Mikey is the one who will vote as the representative of the International Olympic Committee. But the proceedings are monitored virtually. By OC.
Nung araw ho, ang nakaka-cast ng vote para sa NSA was only the President or the Secretary General. Is that still the process, Atty. Kalaw?
Well, pursuant to Article 4, Section 1 of the new 2024 bylaws, it is the duly authorized representatives.
So hindi kailangan Presidente or SecGen? Not necessarily.
Well, they have to be the President. There's only one vote per NSA.
Yes, that's right.
And the representative has to be the President or Secretary General or a Vice President of that NSA regular member, duly authorized by the President and attested by the Secretary General. So there are only three. There are only three people who can exercise that vote.
Okay. O yun, malinaw yun. Ha? So kasi minsan nagkakatalo din dyan eh. Alam mo, nagkaroon na ako ng experience yan na tinatago yung mga dapat bumoto eh. Kasi nga, para hindi pwede bumoto. Malinaw kay Atty. Kalaw, only 3 can vote. Presidente, SecGen, or a Vice President na inauthorize ng Presidente, certified by the SecGen. Tama po, Atty. Kalaw?
Yes. The one vote, it can only be one of those 3.
Okay. Now, let's go to the qualifications of the candidates, which you said, Atty. Kalaw, is within the jurisdiction of the Electoral Commission. Ano po ang qualifications ng isang kandidato to run for a position dito sa POC?
Mahaba yan, but the 2024 bylaws provides for the different qualifications for the 10 members who are subject to election. These are the President, First Vice President, Second Vice President, Treasurer, Internal Auditor, and 5 regular members of the POC board. I need to highlight that that's not the complete board. You also have the IOC representative, and you have the Secretary General and a representative, I understand, of the Athletes Commission.
That's right.
But as to those who are subject to election, they're elected from among the official representatives of the regular members. And in particular, the President, Vice President, Treasurer, Internal Auditor, and the 3 of the 5, so not all, 3 of the 5 executive board members must belong to NSAs affiliated with international federations that are included in the current Olympic program.
Okay.
Alam, mahaba yung list kasi
I understand. Alam natin.
Each there are separate qualifications for
each position.
President, Vice President, and Second Vice President. Tapos meron pa for the Executive Board. For example, yung President, First Vice President, Second Vice President, they must have 4 years experience and must currently be an NSA President of an Olympic sport at the time of their election.
Yun, yung Olympic sport.
As POC President, or they were First Vice President or Second Vice President.
All right. In terms of, I remember, Atty. Kalaw, partner, na there was a time nag-introduce ng amendments ang POC General Assembly insofar as age is concerned, meron na ba hong ganong klaseng requirement or qualification na hindi pwede ang higit sa a certain age? Is that already part of the qualifications?
Yes, that is a new qualification. Actually, that's a new qualification this year. Like I said, it's a long list. The candidates for all elective positions, they have to be, should not be on the date of the election 75 years old or above.
Okay.
They have to be, they should not have reached their 75th birthday in this case, on November 29, 2024.
Okay. So malinaw yun. Meron pa
if your 75th birthday was the election day, hindi ka qualified.
So, pero kung ang birthday mo is after, pwede Pwede ka pa rin.
Pwede.
Kahit
as long as you are below 75 years old on November 29.
Ayun. Alright.
So, if your 75th birthday was November 30, Bonifacio Day, not a problem. Pwede ka pa tumakbo.
Okay. Holiday. Diba?
Holiday.
Attorney Kalaw, yung position pong chairman, andyan pa ba? Meron pa bang chairman ng POC?
Wala na po. Under the new bylaws. As you know, if you attend General Assembly meetings, there's no more chairman.
Okay.
So the new bylaws don't provide for the election of a chair. The last election that I supervised was the last election for a POC chair.
So tinanggal na rin yung position ng chairman, partner. So wala na yung pwesto na yun. Ngayon ay I think currently handled by Steve Ontiveros yata, yun ang chairman. Alright. Is there a particular campaign period dito? Meron bang pwedeng kayong payagan na mga ganyang klaseng campaigning?
Mag-start na po. Noli. The campaign period is until November 28.
28. Meron ba hong
this week is coming week.
Any prohibited acts that the candidates cannot do?
It's not in the well.
Halimbawa, pwede bang ilabas ng isang kandidato
we assume that they will
abroad?
be ethical and above board in representing themselves. So candidates, if there will be a complaint, of course it will be addressed to us.
Yun. So anything about the qualification or acts of a candidate, sa inyo na po yan, Attorney Kalaw? Hindi na po sa General Assembly yan. Hindi na.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, let's go to the process, partner. The procedure of the elections, Attorney Kalaw. November 29 is the election date. Meron na ba hong lugar at saka sa oras para sa mga NSA?
Yes, I understand the venue. It will be on November 29 for the elections. Will be East Ocean Palace Restaurant sa Parañaque City, where it was held the last time.
Okay. And may oras ba ho? Is there a period of time where they can cast their vote?
Well, from 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. on the day of the election, they will have the opportunity to register. We want to make sure that all of my understanding is at least 61. That may change because we'll be given the certified list on the day itself. But let's say it's a 61 voters. They have to come in 11 to 1:30 p.m. on November 29. And casting of votes will begin from 1:30 to 3 p.m. They have to get a majority. If there is no majority, we will have a second round, and whoever wins that gets a plurality of votes on the second round will be the winner.
Based on the previous elections, attorney, yung mga nag-register, kompleto ba o na 58 or hindi naman?
Last election, there was a smaller 4 years ago when I was presiding. I think there were like 47 or 49 voters, and almost all of them showed up except for one NSA, one eligible NSA.
So for you to have a quorum, there must be also a majority of the NSAs voting.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a quorum.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
This is my third time chairing this, and we've never had the problems with quorum.
I
think it's lunch. I think it's the fact that we offer lunch.
Okay. Alam ko yan.
Sama
At
tayo.
alam ko rin na may ang mga kandidato talagang kumbaga pinapastol na. Sabay-sabay na silang dumadating para siguradong nasa kanilang panig yung botante. Attorney Kalaw, the manner of voting, is this going to be secret balloting, viva voce? Paano ba ho to?
We call, if you allow me to describe the process, there are only 61 voters, so it's not, there's no electronic voting involved. It's personal by secret ballot. So we call them alphabetically. They do their ballot in a special booth. to show everyone that it's them doing the ballot. They come over and drop the ballot in a transparent. It's a glass box.
Okay.
They drop their ballot inside, and then at the conclusion of the voting period, which can take about 40 to 50 minutes, we will open the ballots and go through these one by one.
Yun. At bibilangin na po right there and then.
Bibilangin na po. May dalawang tally board para fail safe. Hindi magkakamali dahil isa lang tally board. So both the audience who are the voters, they can watch both tally boards to make sure these are in sync.
Okay.
When I take out a ballot, I will read the name of the one voted for, and then I show it to Commissioner Bong, and then I show it to Father Nap. So both the government and the church get to witness my declaration.
So dito lang ang walang separation of church and state.
Magkasama.
Si Father Nap nga kasama namin ngayon eh.
So pwede rin pagka medyo may nararamdaman si Father Nap, pwede niya munang bindisyonan bago bumoto.
Siguro. Well, we cannot support or side with any candidate or the Electoral Commission, di ba?
Correct. Oo.
We just want to make sure that the process is transparent and fair because Noli, you were involved in previous elections, di ba?
That's right.
These 3 elections that I've presided are straightforward. They're fair, transparent. No one can say that there was any cheating in any way.
Absolutely. Well, Attorney Kalaw, then once the tally is finished, immediately you proclaim the winner. Kayo ba ho nagpo-proclaim dan? Hindi pa. Hindi pa. Okay. Ano ang proseso dyan?
We have to do two things because of the POC. You have to note that there are the 2024 bylaws that were issued this year before there is proclamation. Assuming everybody knows the result na, right? But there's still proclamation.
Okay.
Before that proclamation, we will first look as to the gender requirement. There's a gender requirement that states that 30% of the board, executive board, must be female, and that it was instituted by the International Olympic Committee. I want to take note that that's the whole board, not just those elected.
Yes.
Diba? So yung what do you call this? It can be possible that the gender requirement will not be met by 1 or 2. Because, sobra yung males. In which case, we will certify for the, if the threshold is met, we will certify that just on the 10 positions, you already have more than three or more women who are in. If not, if you're only looking at 2 women, so you need at least, or 3 women and you need potentially 1 more, 2 or 3, depends. We will certify that apparently the 30% gender requirement has been breached.
Okay.
So we will not disqualify anyone. We will just certify so that it can be brought to the attention of the General Assembly. So that's one.
Okay.
Where we can disqualify is our second test. The bylaws require that at least 3 of the 5 executive board members must be from NSAs from Olympic sports.
Okay.
So if we determine that kulang ng isa, let's say 2 lang are from Olympic sports, we will disqualify the lowest ranking. The lowest ranking NSA who is not an Olympics in the Olympic sports program this year, this 2028, and we will add in the highest, the NSA with that is an Olympic sport who got the highest number of votes. Yun. So if that happens, only 2, for example, are from Olympic sports, we will disqualify the highest ranking non-Olympic NSA and put in the NSA from an Olympic sport who got the highest number of votes. That's the only time we can disqualify during the process.
At lahat po yan mangyayari on that day, November 29.
On the election, that won't take long. That will take at most 10-15 minutes, after which, final act of the day, we will proclaim all the candidates who won.
In a day lang talaga.
So talagang by the end of November 29, we would already have a POC duly proclaimed board.
Yes, you would have the they start January 1.
Yes, that's right.
And I have to highlight it's 13 eh. There's the Athletes Commission, the IOC representative and the SecGen who is appointed by the board. So you will have the 10 elected members in place already subject to our certifications.
Meron ba hong appeal process yan, Attorney Kalaw? In case yung losing candidate decides to question the procedure or whatever elements, can they appeal somewhere?
Like any organization, they can go to the General Assembly.
May nangyari na bang ganyan dati o wala pa naman?
Wala pa.
Okay.
Awa ng Diyos.
Awa ng Diyos.
Well, wait lang. Let me qualify. It's my third time being chairing this process. The first 2 times hindi
Wala.
the result accepted. The first 2 times I chaired.
Okay.
So I don't expect it to happen again this year.
All right.
Maganda. The safeguards we put in.
Okay. Well, I guess the final thing that I wanted to ask is we read that there are certain electoral cases that are pending before the commission, including Aguilar versus Loizaga, itong Bachman versus Tolentino, and some qualification protests against Ronel Miranda of Courage and Mirna Lau of Gymnastics. Ano ho ang status nito, Attorney Kalaw?
There were originally 5 protests.
5.
Okay. One has already been withdrawn. That's with relation to a candidate for second vice president, Mr. Bachman, that has already been withdrawn.
Okay.
So we're basically left with 4 protests. You can divide into 2 categories. Protests against the candidates who are running for president. That's 2. And then protests against candidates for executive board member based challenging their qualifications.
Right.
That's another 2. So all these 4 protests we will resolve definitely before November 29. The sooner the better. We're just gonna need to check all the summations that are due at noon today, and then after we deliberate, if we can get consensus, we will issue the ruling. This has happened both times. I was presiding. There have always been objections. We generally issue the ruling, quickly, at least a week before elections. A week or at least 3 days before elections.
Kayo naman ho, in your past 2 times that you've served, Attorney Kalaw, wala naman kayo na-disqualify pa.
So far, the first 2 times, no. We haven't, I can't speak for previous elections, but in the 2 times previous that I was chair of the Electoral Commission, we did not disqualify anyone.
All right. Well, we're all hoping for a very, very smooth electoral process and of course a quick decision para naman magpatuloy ang ating sports programs. I do not envy your position, Attorney Kalaw, but I know that you are the right man for the right job, and so we wish you all the best. We wish you all the best.
Salamat, Noli.
Maraming
and thank you.
Thank you.
Happy to be in your program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Attorney.
Thank you. Mga kaibigan, Attorney Teodoro Kalaw IV, ang chairman ng POC Electoral Commission na magiging in charge ng POC elections partner. Bigat ito. Magandang laban eh. Maganda yan. Because alam naman natin kung gaano kahalaga itong POC. Sana maging sportsman talaga silang lahat. At sabi naman ni Chito Loizaga, kung ano man ang maging desisyon, yun na talaga.
Atleta naman daw nga siya, sabi niya doon sa interview natin, di ba? Marunong rin siyang manalo, marunong rin siyang matalo.
Sabi nga niya sa akin, pagkatapos ng eleksyon, November 29, that is a Friday, I believe, no? Kinabukasan, mag-golf na siya. Kaya iniimbita niya tayong dalawa. Alright mga kaibigan, before we proceed, isa muna pong pagtanaw ng pasasalamat sa lahat po ng mga tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play. Unahin ko na po of course ang Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Sa ganitong pabago-bagong panahon mga kapatid, minsan uulan, minsan lalamig, minsan iinit. Kailangan po natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum kapag may aluminum chock na pang matagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pang matagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum.
Thank you!
Cherry Tigo 5X Pro Hybrid Crossover. If you're on the lookout for an eco-friendly and comfortable drive, Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid Crossover and the Cherry Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid SUV are great options for you. The Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid and Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid are powered by a 1.5 turbocharged engine, powers to give you a faster and smoother drive wherever you go. Since it's also a hybrid vehicle, these vehicles are supported by a dedicated battery to boost engine performance and maximize fuel economy. The Cherry Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid and Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid are equipped by Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for seamless connectivity. And to give you a convenient and hassle-free experience in carrying your bags and luggage into the trunk, the Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid has powered tailgate to assist you. The Cherry Tiggo 5 Pro Hybrid Crossover and the Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid SUV are definitely the perfect ride for you and your family. For more information, you may visit your Cherry or your nearest Cherry showroom or check out Cherry Auto Philippines on Facebook at Cherry Auto Philippines. Maraming po salamat sa Cherry Tiggo. Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. No more waiting na sa Joyride QR Code Instant Booking. Parahin lang ang Joyride MC Taxi Driver at i-generate ang QR code sa Joyride Super App. Ipascan ito sa driver para match agad. At of course, the Joyride Super Taxi Hatid Airport Service, wala nang hassle sa pagpunta sa airport para sa inyong flight. Pre-book a ride to the airport from 2 weeks to 24 hours prior to your departure. Fill out the pre-booking form or scan the QR code to fill out the pre-booking form. For inquiries, you may call Joyride Super Taxi Hatid Airport Hotline at 0920-948-6550 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Saturday.
Thank you!
717 Deli, serving quality classic premium sandwiches. Treat yourself to a feel-good meal today. Located at the 3rd floor, 53 Connecticut Street, Green Hills, San Juan. 717 Deli, keep you smiling with every bite.
Thank you!
Skin, your face and body anti-aging center with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, please call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886.
Thank you!
Smart, live more today.
Thank you!
Rudy Project Shades, get ready for a game-changing partnership. We proudly welcome Rudy Project, your go-to for premium sports, eyewear, and gear. Elevate your performance and style with Rudy Project.
Thank you!
Akari Lighting.
Thank you!
And Shakey's Pizza. Order the Shakey's Super League bundle of Classic and Gold starting September 28 for a limited time only. For every bundle sold, 50 pesos will be donated to your chosen university. Visit your nearest Shakey's store or order via the Shakey's Super App, the Shakey's Super League Bundle.
Thank you!
Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga tagapagtaguyod. Alright, partner. Nako, ito na ang ating huling segment ng ating show. Alam na po natin, kanina pinag-usapan nga natin ang napakagandang performance ng Gilas Pilipinas diyan po sa ating FIBA Asia Cup Qualifiers, no? And of course, yan po ay nagmula sa magandang programang ipinapatupad ngayon ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. At yan po ang ating itatampok ngayon sa In the Spotlight. At kasama na po natin sa In the Spotlight, itatampok po natin ang Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas sa pamumuno po ng ating Executive Director, walang iba kundi si Atty. Erika Dy. Good morning, Atty. Dy. ED Erika. ED? Mukhang
hindi pa yata narinig.
Baka alam niyo again ha, partner, ang SB. Hello, ito. ED, good morning. Mukhang medyo may konting technical problems. Pakisabihan nga natin si Atty. Erika. Mahina daw, mahina yata. Mahina ang volume. O mahina ang net. Mahina ang kanyang network siguro. Let's try again ha. Atty. Erika? ED? Alam mo, napakabait niya si Atty. Erika.
Oo. And then before laging ED siya ng she was handling the legal matters of di ba?
SBP. Yeah, she's a very good lawyer. Yeah. Of course, comes from a very good family. Yeah. yung D family ng Isabela. Ang kanyang brother, of course, is Congressman D ngayon ay chairman ng Sports Committee ng House of Representatives. And of course, si Atty. Erika Dy also once upon a time, nag-coach kahit pa paano. Talagang ng women's program. Kaya talagang very much involved in basketball. Let's see if we can get her again. ED Erika?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. ED, alam ko na siguro nasa cloud 9 ka pa after that victory. So let me ask.
Pero we're trying to prepare the venue for the Hong Kong game. So konti tayong adjustments lang.
For tomorrow, yeah.
So let me ask you, because obviously a lot of people are so happy with that win against New Zealand and it looks like even despite the 2-week preparation lamang ng ating Gilas national team, they came out really playing very well. What do you think distinguishes this particular program of Coach Tim Cohn now from maybe the past, ED Erika?
Well, I think one thing is it's a big factor that we're trying to keep the same core players now. From the first window to the end up to this window right here where we are right now. Malaking bagay sa mindset alone ng players na hindi sila nagta-try out every time na pumapasok sila sa camp. Alam na nila kaagad, di ba, na sila yung magre-represent sa atin, na sila yung magdodon ng at.
Yeah. Medyo napuputol-putol ng konti. Maybe mahina nga yung internet. But, ED? Tingnan natin kung makukuha pa natin si ED again, kasi medyo umihina yata ang kanyang signal. But again, kasi alam mo, ever since the Gilas program was done, ang dami ng variations yan, partner. Yung Toroman era, napunta kay Chot Reyes era,
Baldwin,
kay Tab Baldwin, for a while, nandun pa nga si Yang Giao, diba? Nagkaroon pa ng chance. And then now, of course, si Tim Cohn. No? So many variations. 2 beses si Coach Chot na pumasok dyan. But now, it's a smaller pool, kagaya na sinabi natin kanina. Tingnan natin, ED?
Yeah.
Ayun.
Hello.
Yan. Yeah. Okay. As you said, no, this is a different program now. When you look at this program, ED, ano ang nakikita niyong goal ng SBP? Right now, we are trying to reach a certain ranking. Ano ba ang nakikita nating goal for 2025, ED ng SBP?
Well, for 2025, ang nakalatag sa ating calendar, no, the main tournaments are number 1, yung ating FIBA Asia Cup, which we haven't really won in a very long time. No? Yung best finish natin in the previous decade or so was the Coach Chot-led team in 2013, where we hosted the games at the Mall of Asia Arena and we won the silver medal. No? Tapos after noon, medyo nawala tayo sa podium. To that podium, even if the format is slightly different now with Australia and New Zealand in the picture of the FIBA Asia Cup. Yan ang ating goal, no? Oo. Tapos at the same time, may SEA Games tayo sa December, so yun yung isang pinaghahandaan natin na masigurado sana yung gold medal doon.
Wait, yung FIBA Asia Cup, ED, yun ay qualifier for the World Cup? Ganun ba? O may iba pa? Ano bang gaano kahalaga ito in terms of a qualifier, but on its own, of course, very prestigious ang FIBA Asia Cup, but is it also a qualifier for something else?
Out of the qualifiers, will qualify for the FIBA Asia Cup. And the same 16 will be playing in the windows of the World Cup qualifiers, which begins November of 2025. So I think with the win tomorrow against Hong Kong,
medyo naputol si
Naputol.
I think with the win tomorrow, I think that's what you wanted to say, no?
Yeah.
Kung mananalo tayo bukas against Hong Kong, ED, are you there? Medyo napuputol.
Well, yung tinitignan ko dito based on the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers sa rankings, no, sa volume 2. Actually, ang Philippines umakyat tayo from 4 to 3.
Wow.
Tapos sa New Zealand from 8 to 5. So, ang pagitan lang natin ngayon, kumbaga, Australia, Japan, Philippines, Lebanon, New Zealand.
Ba? Tayo pa lamang.
Korea, oo.
Tayo pa lamang.
Oo.
Kakatuwa.
Nakakatuwa.
ED? Attorney Erika?
Yes, hello.
Yan. Okay. I wanna ask you, let's go to another matter here. Yung, kamusta yung, we know of course that Justin Brownlee is there a naturalized import and he is really playing so well. The same thing with Ange Kwame. Pero tuloy pa ba yung naturalization ni Benny Boatwright, ED?
Yes, no. We're still preparing his documents and papers. As you know, hindi naman siya madali na proseso sa Kongreso. Especially now, there are a lot of other topics that our Congress, both the lower house and the upper house, are tackling now. Hopefully, in the next session, itong Congress na ito, maipasa na natin yung naturalization.
Okay, that's good. And if ever, at least magkakaroon tayo ng several choices, no?
Yeah,
Top 3
yun ang maganda
choices.
doon.
Kasi alam naman natin, hindi na rin bumabata si Justin Brownlee. No? Is that right, ED? Yun ang thinking ng SBP dito.
Yes, that's correct. No, very important yung backup kasi alam naman natin window ito. Pag matsyempo na hindi healthy si Justin sa isang window, it would be good to have someone else take his place there in the naturalized player spot.
So ED ngayon, no, if we can say a pool of naturalized players, sino-sino ba 'tong mga to and do you plan to add more?
Wala pa naman kaming ibang naaay. At this point, Coach Tim feels that Justin and then si Benny Boatwright, no, and even Ange as a backup is more than enough, no. That pool of 3 that we have.
But you plan to, you intend to add more? Wala na?
In the future, maybe if we see someone worth it, no, of a Filipino citizenship, hindi rin naman natin yan basta-basta gustong ipamigay lang, no. Pinahalagaan din natin yung citizenship natin.
At saka aminin natin, mahal yan. Di ba? Kahit pa paano, sisweldohan mo rin yan. Di ba, ED? Tama ba yan?
Yes, that's correct, no?
Hindi naman yan na...
parang natural pero walang ginagawa.
Tsaka
wala
ni-recruit
rin
mo sa army. Di ba? Alright. Meron na pabalita, ED, na si Quintin Miliora Brown ay interesado maglaro. Yung UP player na ngayon ay nasa Final Four. Interesado rin pumasok sa Gilas program and he says that he's qualified. Have you even explored this? Alam niyo ba ang background nitong si QMB?
Well, to be honest, no, we've explored having him in the lineup. I mean, with his height and his skills, it's a no-brainer that he should be considered for the Gilas program. And Coach Tim recognizes this. But what we haven't explored are his documents or papers yet. No? So we will have to sit down with him. Maybe after the UAP season, after this window, patapusin muna natin sa kanya yung kanyang current season with UP. Ayaw natin makaistorbo dyan. And then the first step would be to review the documents if he would be eligible now for FIBA play.
Maganda yan. At least another wide body, another tall player na pwedeng maging very, very flexible. And young, bata.
Correct.
Alright. ED, LA Tenorio is now the youth coach. Again, it's a welcome development. Pero, for all those who are asking... how was the process and bakit si LA ang kinuha niyo? And of course, what are the tournaments that you're looking forward to sa youth program natin?
Okay. Well, first of all, si LA is very close to me. Back in college, during my Ateneo days, he was lower. So matagal ko nang kilala yan. And I really vouched for him, ano. And but the main reason why he was chosen to take over our Batang Gilas program is really because he knows Coach Tim's system by heart. And we've always talked about how we want consistency in our men's program from the youth years all the way to the elite years, no, dun sa ating main Gilas team. And not only does he know Coach Tim's system by heart, pero alam natin lahat na nagsimula rin siya kay Coach Norman Black, who's head of our grassroots program. So ngayon, siya yung parang magiging from the grassroots to the main Gilas team. Nandiyan si Coach LA para i-guide and i-develop further yung mga ma-identify na talents ni Coach Norman. And kumbaga mahatid sila dun sa ating main program. And with LA's experiences on and off the court, alam natin lahat yan, mga pinagdaanan ni LA. He's going to be such a good mentor because we recognize that not everybody from the Batang Gilas program will make it to our men's senior team. Some of them will probably just aim for a college scholarship. Yung iba maybe magpe-play ng professional or commercial. Or some others maybe won't even, have a career in basketball. And Coach LA, I feel, is the perfect guy to mentor them, whatever their dreams may be.
All right. Well, marami pa sana kaming gustong tanong but we're running out of time. But anyway, Attorney Erika, we look forward to the game tomorrow. Good luck sa inyong paghahanda. And of course, good luck sa SBP in your many programs.
Thank you.
Talagang kami nakatutok sa inyo in supporting all of you. Maraming salamat, Attorney D.
Maraming salamat din.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mga kaibigan ng Executive Director ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, Attorney Erika Dy. Again, napakaraming programa ng...
sayang, ang dami sana natin. Sana sa susunod.
Medyo mahaba-haba.
Medyo mas malakas na yung kanyang signal.
Alright, bago tayo magtapos mga kapatid, gusto ko lang pong i-announce lahat na nanalo sa Joyride ating Puntapa promo. Nanalo po ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credit si Rosalyn Lampuag, Edward Gio Navarro, Melissa Batumbakal, Justin Lawrence Lopez at si Jonalyn Morial. Samantala, wala pong munang nanalo sa ating Aqua Flask. Maybe next week ating mag-a-announce. Alright, partner, that'll do it for us. Next week, katapusan na ng buwan. Kaya wag po kayo mawawala uli sa susunod na Sabado. Again, sa ngalan po sa lahat namin dito, lagi namin sinasabi, bawal ang masungit tuwing Sabado at sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po.
Happy sporty weekend sa inyo lahat.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play is presented by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, there's more to our cars. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo.
How you doing, party people?
Be part of an historic moment as the king of Philippine rap, Andrew E. takes the stage for his first major concert in 34